I'm Ruth Milkman. I'm the chief of the Wireless Telecommunications Bureau. I've been here since the end of June 2009 on this stint, but I previously was at the Commission from 1986 until 1998. And it made me think about how far we've come, where we are today, where we're going. It made me think about the stories that I had heard from women who were graduated from law school 10 or 15 years before I did, and the kind of obstacles that they faced to moving forward in their careers, to obstacles that I've overcome, and to what's facing younger lawyers and younger women today. A lot of times I found myself in meetings where I was the only woman in the room. I was often also the youngest person in the room. I was very junior when I started, pretty much right out of law school, and I'm short to boot. So I found that once I started talking and they understood that I knew what I was talking about, I could overcome that, but I felt every time I was in a meeting like that there was sort of the sense of, well, what's she doing here? And that really doesn't happen anymore. I think it's changed tremendously since I first came in 1986. When I got here, there were very few women in SES positions. There were no women bureau chiefs, no women office chiefs. There were women in HR, who headed up HR, and in the managing director's office, which is what you might expect from the corporate world. But I had heard that government was a more friendly place for women, and I was surprised at how few women senior managers there were. And now, as you know, there are lots of women bureau chiefs. I have always loved the opportunity at the FCC to try to figure out what the right thing is to do and to make a contribution to public policy. In my first stint here, I loved being part of the group that got the PCS auctions up and running and helped revamp the FCC spectrum policy. Also part of the group that got the E-rate, the schools and libraries support mechanism, off the ground. I'm very happy to have been able to participate in the broadband plan, particularly in the spectrum chapter. One of the things that was great for me about the FCC is that after, I have one daughter and who's now 13, almost 14, and after she was born, when I came back to work, I came back part-time. And I was working, 30 or 32 hours a week, so it wasn't half-time, but still it was a huge thing for me because it meant that I could actually go to the gym, in between working and being home to meet the babysitter and stuff like that. And I feel like as a country we don't do enough to create the kind of opportunities for people who have families, whether they're men or women, whether it's telecommuting, part-time work, whatever. The Commission, I think, does a better job than most places, but I still think it's very hard to ascend rapidly if you're not working really hard. There's a way of modeling the behavior. You work part-time, you allow others to work part-time, you show that it can be done, you show that one can be successful. I just think it's important to demonstrate to people that it can actually be